Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to generate WordPress posts using Google Gemini. So I have a digital marketing agency where the task is to generate the content as well as manage the blogs for these clients who are belong to multiple industries such as finance industries, IT industry, health industry and much more. So our task is not only to generate the content and blog for these industry but also to manage them. Therefore, I want to automate the process of content generation for these blogs because it is a huge time consuming process. Now to automate this entire process, I have created a post calendar with the help of Google Sheets, and I want that whenever I'm going to add a new title on this Google Sheet, then automatically the content should be generated with the help of Gemini for that title, that is the blog, and automatically the blog should be posted on WordPress account. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we are not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills. We will simply use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step that how we can automate WordPress post using Google Gemini. So I run a digital marketing agency with the name as Bright Ideas Marketing. Here basically our work is to manage the clients' blogs of different industries. So managing means we are going to manage the rankings, SEO, digitalization, everything of the blogs. So these blogs actually need frequent updates with fresh and engaging content to drive traffic and improve SEO updates. Therefore, I want to automate the entire process of content generation at least so that the writers of our agency will not have much pressure of work, okay? And we can also meet the deadlines and consistency of our content generation. So here my agency works with clients from various industries, as I told you, such as IT, health and finance. Each client requires regular blog updates and these blogs must be relevant as well as informative. So it is going to be a very hectic and time consuming process for regularly writing these blogs on different topics for all the industries and posting them on regular basis along with managing them. So here I have automated the process of content generation at least, and I have used Gemini for that. So with the help of Gemini, I'm going to generate automated blogs with the help of Gemini, we are going to generate the blogs for each of the topics related to different industries so that we can post them as blogs on WordPress site for our users. And this process will be automated so that our team members, our writers and other team members can focus on other management tasks of these blogs, okay, so that we can maintain the relationship with the clients. So here I have created a calendar on my Google Sheet which will contain date and title. What will happen as soon as I'm going to enter a new date and a new title in this particular spreadsheet, on that title automatically a blog with informative, crisp and unique content will be generated with the help of Gemini, and automatically that same blog will be posted on our WordPress site, okay? You can see here it is. And as soon as the post with the blog will be created in WordPress, then immediately and automatically the link of that post will be added in this particular spreadsheet, in this particular calendar in front of the title. So this is my entire objective. And as you know, the challenge here is that creating and managing a large volume of content manually is going to take a lot of time. So simply we are going to automate this entire process. So we are going to use Pabbly Connect for that. How we are going to create this automation? By setting up connection between our Google Sheets, Google Gemini and WordPress, okay, and that too without any coding or programming skills. Here this is my homepage of Pabbly Connect where we can reach by tapping the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we will find two options, sign in and sign up for free. In case if you are a new user, you can directly click on sign up for free button to create a free new account. Don't worry, it is not going to take more than 2 minutes. And also when you're going to create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. And here, if you're an existing user like me, you can directly click on sign in. So Pabbly Connect is going to create the entire automation for us. Okay, let's click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created. And we can also create different folders over here to save our workflows accordingly. Now, to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that. Here a dialog boxes appear. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, I'm going to provide a name over here. Generate WordPress posts using Google Gemini. After giving the name to my workflow, here we have to select the folder in which we want to save our workflows. You can see I have a list of folders and I want to save my workflow in this AI automations for digital marketing folder. Okay, let's click on create. In this way, you can also create different folders on your dashboard to save your workflows separately. As we have done that, we can see that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. Now, what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts or the principles on which the entire automation works. Here, the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards the trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire automation workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Then our automation will be completed. So here, let's suppose I have created a calendar for the post to be shared on WordPress with the help of Google Sheets, and I want that as soon as I'm going to add a new row in this particular spreadsheet, then immediately the response should be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and by using that response automatically, by using the title in the response, our content should be generated with the help of Google Gemini. So I'm going to take Google Sheets in my trigger and Google Gemini in my action step. So here we can clearly see that action is following the trigger. Why? Because when the trigger happens, that means when a new row along with a new title will be added in our Google Sheets, then only a content will be generated on that title with the help of Google Gemini. Otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger in action, let us start creating the workflow step by step. Okay, so first of all, we have to select our trigger application. Here our trigger application will be Google Sheets. I have deleted the existing data from this sheet, and now I'm going to add a new date, a new title in this particular spreadsheet so that I can show you from the start. Okay. Here you can see that I have added a new date and the title. So the date is of 4th July 2024, and this is the title, and the title is related to the health industry, scientific studies or research supporting yoga. As I told you that our digital marketing agencies work with different industries. So this title is related to the health industry. I want to generate the blog on this particular title for my client who belongs to the health industry. All right. Now, as soon as we have entered the title, we want to generate the content for this post. But before that, we have to set up the connection between this Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect so that the response of this sheet could be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So here our trigger application will be Google Sheets. Let's select that. Now we have to select the trigger event. Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. You can see new or updated spreadsheet row is given over here. This means that whenever a new row will be added in our spreadsheet, then the response should be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and with that response, instantly the workflow should get triggered. This is our event. Okay. Here we have received one webhook URL along with some instructions. So we have to simply follow these instructions given over here carefully to set up our connection, and the URL is going to transfer the data from Google Sheets towards Pabbly Connect whenever a new row will be added. So it is going to act as a bridge. Let's copy the URL. I'm going to take you towards my spreadsheet, and we have to go towards extensions option over here given on the top. Okay. As we can see, add-on option over here, we have to click on get add-ons, and it has taken us towards Google Workspace Marketplace. So here we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. So basically, Pabbly Connect webhook is the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to set up the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. You can see I've already installed the add-on, so I'm just going to cross this. And once you will install the add-on for the very first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet so that then only you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect webhook add-on under extensions. Okay, here we can see the option. So let's go towards initial setup. So we have to perform an initial setup to set up the connection first of all. In the initial setup, we have to enter two details, webhook URL and trigger column. So first of all, we have to paste the URL which we have recently copied from Pabbly Connect in this URL field. The next is the trigger column. Now, what is trigger column? The concept of trigger column says that whenever we are going to add a new row in our spreadsheet up till this specific column, then immediately the entire row will be sent towards webhook URL, that means towards Pabbly Connect. It is also given over here, the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent to the webhook URL. So here you can see on my spreadsheet, we have three columns, A, B and C. But I want to keep my trigger column as column B because I want that whenever I'm going to add a new row over here in my spreadsheet along with a new date and a new title up till column B, that means up till title, then immediately the response should be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and the content should be generated automatically on the basis of that title. Okay, column C is not included in my trigger column because I do not want to send the response of column C towards Pabbly Connect currently. It will be used further when I want to update the post link. Okay, so according to your requirements, you have to select your trigger column up till whichever column you want that whenever the data will be added, you want to capture the response, that will be your trigger column. Okay, so here I'm going to enter B as my trigger column. Now we are going to click on send test button to send the test response of this row number 2 towards Pabbly Connect. As we have done that, the test data is sent successfully. So let's submit the initial setup. and here our setup is configured. So let's cross this. We'll move back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we have already received the response. In this response, we can see that we have received all the details. This is the trigger column that we have selected, column B, the title that we have received, scientific studies or research supporting yoga. Here's the spreadsheet name. The name of my spreadsheet is Bright Ideas Marketing Post. Okay, this is the spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, that means the number of row in which the data is added, that is 2. Okay, and here's the date. Okay, so when we have received this response, that means our connection is absolutely successful. So now, because our objective is that whenever we are going to add a new row up till our trigger column, over here in our spreadsheet, the data should be keep on sending without any manual efforts towards Pabbly Connect. Therefore, we have to perform one more action over here. We have to go towards extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and this time here we have to click on this send on event button. As we have done that, now we have made sure that whenever we are going to add a new row up till our trigger column, we do not have to do anything manually after that. Immediately the row will be keep on sending. Okay, now once we have completed the setup of Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, we have to generate the content. This is our next objective. Okay, now to generate the content, because I'm using Google Gemini, so we have to set up the connection between Google Gemini and Pabbly Connect. So let's move forward. Here we are going to set up the connection between Google Gemini and Pabbly Connect. For that, our action application will be Google Generative AI, that is Gemini. Okay, now we have to select the action event as well, that will be generate content. Let's click on connect, and here we have to build the connection. So how we are going to do that? We have two options, add new connection or select existing connection. In case if you are creating the connection for the first time, you have to go with add new connection, but if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with existing connection. To generate a new connection, you have to provide a token, and from where you're going to get that, for that you have to click on this Google AI Studio hyperlink. First of all, you have to log into your Google Generative AI account, and then you have to click on this hyperlink. It is going to take you towards the Google AI Studio. Over here, you can see the option of get API key. When you're going to click on that button, you will be able to create your API key by selecting the projects. Okay, I've already built a connection earlier with my Google Generative AI account, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to select my existing connection and we'll click on save. Okay, as we have done that, we can see that Google Generative AI, that is Gemini, is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now we have to move forward towards entering the text, models and methods. So text is the very important step. Text is the prompt or the order which we are going to give to Generative AI, that what we actually wanted to do for us. Because my objective is to generate a unique informative blogs on the title which I'm going to assign it. Therefore, here my text will be generate an informative blog on the title. So here I'm going to simply enter the title which we have received from Google Sheets. For doing that, what we will do, we will simply use mapping method. Now mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given, you can see. When we will select that, here are all the details which we have received. We want to get the title, we have to insert title over here. So let's select title, and it is mapped. You can see that we have mapped the data, and now it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, it is going to replace automatically. So this means that whenever we are going to add a new row over here in our spreadsheet with a new title, immediately this title in the field is going to replace with a new title of that new response. And in this way, we are going to automate the entire process of generating content for each and every title which we are going to add in our Google Sheets. Okay, we have entered the title with the help of mapping, and now I want to give some more instructions over here, that I want the blog in the paragraph format without any headings in between. Okay, so I've given generate an informative blog on the title, scientific studies or research supporting yoga, in a paragraph without adding headings in between. So this is my text. Here I have just used a simple and basic text, but you can definitely add all the requirements which you want in your content. In this particular text, you can include each and every detail information. Okay, now after entering the text, here we have to select the model which we want to use in order to generate the content. So we have a list of models. I'm going to use this model Gemini Pro. Okay, now we have to select the method. We have two options over here, count tokens or generate content. So generate content will be our method. Now let's simply click on save and send test request button. And here we can see that we have received the response. When we will scroll down, here is the content which is generated. So this is in the perfect quality, a short paragraph blog which is required, and it has not contained any kind of heading as we wanted. Okay, a wealth of scientific studies and research has substantiated the efficiency of yoga for promoting physical, mental and emotional well-being. A comprehensive review published in the Journal of American Medical Association confirmed yoga's ability to alleviate chronic pain. You can see that a fact is also included in this particular content, in this particular blog. In this way, Gemini is going to provide a unique, informative and relevant content on the basis of our title. Now when we have generated the content, our objective is to share it as a post on WordPress. For that, now we have to set up connection between WordPress and Pabbly Connect. Let's click on this add action step button for that. And here our action application will be WordPress. Let's select that. Now we have to select the action event, and here we have multiple options. Among these options we have to select create a post. Let's click on connect. Again we have two options, add new connection or select existing connection. In case if you are already built a connection, you can go with existing connection over here, but to create a new connection you have to provide three details: WordPress username, email, and WordPress username or email, WordPress password, and the base URL. So this username and password will be the login credentials of your WordPress site. So you have to enter the username and password. You are going to get this base URL from the WordPress site URL. You will have to go towards your WordPress site, you will look towards the URL, and you have to copy this WordPress URL up till WP3. Okay, and then you have to paste it over here to build this connection. Because I've already built a connection, so I'm going to simply use the existing connection, and we'll click on save. So as we have done that, we can see that WordPress is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now we have to enter the details in these fields to create our post. First of all, we have to select the post type, that is already selected as post. Here we have to enter the post title, so that we will map from Google Sheets. Here is the post title, we have mapped that. Now we have to map the post content. We have already generated that with the help of Gemini. We have mapped that, and as I have told you that mapping makes the data dynamic, so all these details which we are going to map over here are going to replace automatically whenever a new response will be captured. If you want, you can also give a slug over here. I'm going to give title as my slug, excerpt. All these fields are not mandatory, so you can also ignore them if you want. Now here we have to select the status. So here what status you want to provide to your post: publish, future, draft, pending, private. If you directly want to publish this post on WordPress site, then you can go on publish option. But if you want that the post should be created automatically, and after that one of your team member could check that, so you can also keep your post status as draft. Okay, I have selected draft over here. Now we have the category ID, tags, etc. If you want, you can also go for adding the media over here. I'm not going to add any image in my blog, so I'm just going to turn this mapping button on. This is the media ID. I'm going to remove this from here, and I'm going to keep featured media ID field as blank. Here the format will be standard, okay, and all other details. If you want, you can also provide date. Now I'm going to simply click on save and send test request button. And here we have received the response. In this response, we have received all the details. This is the ID of our post. Here is the date, and this is the URL. So I'm going to copy the URL and I'm going to open it in a new tab. And we can see that it has redirected us towards the post which we have created. So this is my post, scientific studies or research supporting yoga. This is the title which we have mapped, and this is the content of the post which we have generated. And when we'll go towards WordPress site, when we'll go towards all post section, we can see that a new heading is added over here in all post section with the same title. Okay, and you can see that the status currently of this post is draft. Now this means that our connection up till now is absolutely successful. So you can also leave it over here, but if you want to add the title of this post on your Google Sheets as well to update this calendar which you have created, then you can add one more action step over here. So once again, we have to set up connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. For that, let's click on this add action step button, and here our action application will be Google Sheets as I have told you. Okay, now we have to select the action event, that will be update cell value, and here we have to click on connect. I'm going to go with existing connection only. And now we have to select the spreadsheet name. The name of my spreadsheet is Bright Ideas Marketing Post. I have selected that. Now the sheet name is also selected, and now we have to provide the very important thing, that is the range. The range in which you want to update the cell value. The range will be the combination of column and the row. As you can see here, the format is given C5. This is the example in which you have to provide the range. So if your column name is C and your row index is 5, then you have to enter C5 in the range. You can see I want to make the update in this C column, and the row currently is 2, but it is going to change with each and every new response. Column C is going to remain same each time, but rows are going to replace whenever we are going to add new rows. So what we have to do, we have to make the row dynamic, but we have to keep the column static. So what we will do for making the column static, we will type it manually. The column name is C, but we will simply map the row index which we have received from Google Sheets. Okay, we have done that, so we have made the range dynamic. Now it is asking us the value which we want to update. So we want to update the post link which we have received from WordPress. We have mapped that, and now let's click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, here we have received the response. So let's go and check whether automatically the post link is updated. And yes, the post link is automatically updated in front of the title. Okay, this means that our connection is absolutely successful. Once we have set up this connection, now whenever we are going to add a new row in our spreadsheet, automatically the content, the blog will be generated on that title, and immediately it will be posted on our WordPress site as well. And as soon as the post will be created, immediately the link of that post will be added in front of the title. In this way, we will be able to manage our post calendar as well. We will be able to consistently and regularly post the content on our WordPress site for all our clients as well. And then when we will be able to save our time from that, we will be able to utilize that time on other managerial tasks, such as on correcting and updating the titles, correcting and updating the content which we have generated, improving the SEO, rankings, and etc. Now, I'm going to show you a live example over here. I'm going to add a new row over here and a new title in this particular spreadsheet. So here I have added a title, and as soon as I have added the title, you can see that a post link is instantly added in front of that title. That means the content is already generated, the post is created, and this is the link of that post. So I'm going to take you towards my WordPress site. Here we'll go back towards all posts section. And you can see that yes, here a new post is created, key benefits and application of AI in health sector, and it is in draft mode. So I'm going to open this. You can see that this is the content. Okay, this means that our workflow is running perfectly fine. So now let's summarize what we have done over here in the workflow. We have taken very simple steps. We have connected our Google Sheets, Google Generative AI, WordPress, once again with Google Sheets in such a way that now whenever we are going to add a new title, new date in our spreadsheet, then automatically our content, a new blog will be generated for that title with the help of Google Generative AI according to the terms and conditions which we have entered in our prompt, and immediately a post will be created with that title, with that content on WordPress, and automatically the link of that created post will be shared and it will be added over here in our spreadsheet. So we will be able to maintain the post calendar as well. So you can also very easily create this automation. I'm also going to attach the link of this automation workflow in the description of the video for your reference. I hope this video was helpful for you and it is clear to you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.